fellas, I'm outside this morning. I've been doing a little work outside, but I just started cleaning up Ruby this morning. The frog follies are starting Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And if you don't know, the frog follies are, it's the biggest pre-1949 show in the U.S. I think it's in the world. You know, there's a lot of other car shows that are bigger, a lot bigger, but this is the biggest pre-1949. You know, they normally get on an average 3,500 to 4,500 cars out there, and it's a 3-day show, and we always pay in advance, 25 bucks, pay in advance. Just an excellent show. But yesterday I put some polish on Ruby. I can't polish and wax in the same day, it just wears me out. But yesterday I polished it, and today I'm putting the wax on. And if you guys, you know, the polish, it repairs your paint. It repairs any small imperfections. You know, nothing major, just really, really small scratches and hard water spots, stuff like that. And then the wax protects the finish. So this repairs the finish, and this protects the finish. And then I always use the Windex on my windows, and I use the Windex on the tires themselves to clean them. I like that natural look. I don't like when all that tire black is put on it and looks really shiny. It looks like a toy wheel to me, a plastic toy wheel. So I just don't do that. I like the natural look, and I think it works out pretty good. You know what? I got a shop card in. I got to let y'all know about this shop card. Check that out. That's from Thomas over at the Plastic Buzzard Model Shop. Man, I'm gonna tell you what. That is some old school art right there with the cigar hanging out of that buzzard's mouth. That is so cool, Thomas. I do appreciate that, man. That's gonna go on my wall with the rest of them. Let me show y'all. I hate to be swinging this camera around so much, but get y'all dizzy. Let me back up. I got so many shop cards. Here's where I've got all my shop cards on the wall, and you know, I may have to think about moving these somewhere else because they're starting to kind of peel up on the ends, and I don't want them to get ruined. So I may have to think about something else where I might want to put those shop cards. Well, like I said, I'm in the process of cleaning Ruby up, and I've been thinking about my next build. If y'all been watching my channel, you know that I just finished this 40 sedan delivery Pro Street, and I think it turned out pretty sharp. So I've been over here looking at my stash, and I've been online looking at yep, 65 Chevy gassers. Check that out. And you know what? I've got some orange that to me acrylic. That to me acrylic paint. That's the paint that I've been using here lately, and I really like this. And this is the X6 orange, and of course, you know, the X means that it's a gloss. And boy, I'll tell you what, I've got that 65 Chevy down here. That might look pretty good. I tell you, that could possibly be my next build. I just don't know at this point. I'm excuse me. I was thinking about taking just a little bit of a break from building, but I still got some stuff going on here. I'm working on my ramp truck, and I got a rolling chassis going here, and I've got the engine. It's just about done. I've got it wired, and I just wrapped it. Come on here, focus. I just wrapped I put some bare metal foil on the coil this morning for the bracket, hold down bracket, and I need to get that glued in there. But the engine, I believe, is just about done. I need to pop it in there and glue it in place, and but it's looking pretty good. I'm kind of waiting on my parts to come in from Mobius, because a lot of my parts were really warped bad, and I just don't want to take a chance of putting it together and it's got a twist in it, and I just don't want to do that. But that's where I'm at on that. And I've got and I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of detail here, but let me show you all here. It's I'm kind of looking at this 56 Ford body that I've got here, and then yeah, it's upside down, but you know what that is. That's a monster truck. And of course the body on this seems to be a little bit bigger on this Ford body compared to this one. It's a little bit bigger, but I'm gonna see if I can't and you know, this is nothing that I'm really getting hot and heavy on. This is just something I've got in the back of my mind. I thought it looked pretty cool, so I'd like to turn that 56 Ford pickup into that monster truck. I think it'd look pretty cool. The engine in this thing is awesome. I've got some of it going together as well. Don't want to get you all dizzy again here. Here's a bunch of the parts over here on the tree, the transmission and the block. I got the motor mounts on the block. I may paint those aluminum or maybe even black, I'm not sure yet, but that's about where I'm at on that. Alright guys, somebody had asked about, I actually had a few guys, not a few, two to be in fact. They wanted me to do another walk around in my garage, which I guess I'll do. It's just that this is just a standard 2.5 car garage I've got. I've got all the memorabilia and everything on the walls. I like all the I collect license plates. I think y'all know that. And I like all the signs and everything. Here's my fan that I use to cool me down in hot summer. That's blowing right over here on my chair, so that cools me down in summer. Now I've got a heater up here. That's a 5,000 BTU, and that keeps me warm in the winter. And got me a drill press here on the bench, and I've also got a big drill press over here. This is a big old Cummins 9-speed drill press. It's old. This thing probably dates back to the late 40s or early 50s, mid 50s. It was in my father-in-law's shop, and when he passed away, I got it. So I use it. I don't use this one as much as I use the smaller one here, but right there's where I build all my models on the bench there. That's my workstation. And Craftsman tools, I'm into the Craftsman tools. You know, when I was a kid, we always went to Sears, and they had the Craftsman tools, and my brothers always bought them, so that's what I bought. I got a couple cabinets there. Here's my brother was a machinist years back, and when he passed away, I got his old toolbox. That's a Kennedy. And then here's a couple more toolboxes. They're it's supposed to be a roller cabinet, but I took the wheels off so I could still be able to open my electric panel there. Just barely clears it, but it does clear it. Here's outside. Here's a couple sheds I built. I think that's a 8x10. That's a 10x12 back there. I like that one because it has a regular garage door in the front. We're gonna go outside here. I'm gonna show y'all my backyard. There's my big old trellis I put up. Got a bird feeder hanging from it, and bird bath down below. I built that deck out back years ago. All right, let's head back in here and finish out the walk around on the garage, I guess. And here's a Craftsman wall cabinet I got hanging up, and here's a couple Craftsman cabinets. The wife uses these pretty much, but they look pretty cool, the Craftsman. Got all my chairs and stuff out of the back of Ruby here. That's what I put in the back of Ruby, and then we lay all the chairs and everything in that. Well, after I pulled everything out, I was really surprised at just how dirty it is back here. I'm gonna have to drop that tailgate and get back here with the air hose and blow out all these cracks. See all that dirt down the cracks? Believe it or not, fellas, and I do the same thing when you go to shows. Guys that know what they're looking for, they see this stuff just like I do, so gotta blow all that out, gotta clean it. Just something I do. Alright, fellas, I think that's gonna wrap her up here. I'm gonna give you a shot from back here, and I think I'm gonna end this. Alright, I'm done.